Hi, welcome back again to Smirking Gun. As promised, I am putting up another video today, which is the Xfiles Season 10, Episode 4, Home Again. To be honest though, I don't really have that much to say about it. Um, it's kind of like a filler episode for a 6 episode event. It also felt like it didn't really know what it wanted to do. Uh, they wanted to definitely tell the story, that the struggle that Scully and Mulder are going through about giving up their child still by doing the storyline of Scully's mother's death, while also including an X file about a monster helping homeless people. They used to do episodes in back in the day, which is kind of a funny thing to say because they say back in the day a lot in this episode, um, where Mulder and Scully had an X file that, in the end, they didn't really have any effect on the outcome of the story. That is definitely the case here. The monster comes, kills some people, rather cleverly. I mean, it's like this big giant thing of trash that takes life. And it also kind of feels like we've done that before with the X Files, which usually, as far as a monster goes, they don't usually repeat themselves. It was still kind of clever, but I mean, the thing rips people like from head. Spoiler warning, by the way, if you haven't watched this is full on spoilers. This thing like rips people like from head to arms everywhere, just in one move. And that's nice. That'd be a cool story if that's all the story was. But it gets really emotional because you find out that Scully's mother, played by Sheila Larkin, her final appearance it was really nice that they brought her back because she was a huge part of the show. And she has a heart attack, and in the end, she dies. And Scully uses that to go back to work. It works if they were going for a one breath, like episode 2 in season 2, one breath. If they were going for that kind of emotional episode where Scully was in a coma, just like her mother is kind of in this coma, if they had just done one kind of really emotional, faith-based type of episode, that would have worked a little bit better. But they decided to try to jam all this into one episode, which to me didn't really work, except at the end they tried to throw in this like kind of Scully's guilt over giving up her baby. She starts, hearing like the way this guy is talking about homeless people and about how it's not anybody's problem. She's transferring what he's saying into her situation about her child, and it's valid, but it feels a little forced. It was still a good episode, just not something I would expect out of a 6 episode arc. We've only got 6 of these, and it just was a little bit disappointing. This would probably be my least favorite episode, even though it hit some real emotional parts. I actually got goosebumps when Scully's mom opens her eyes and grabs Mulder's hand and says, my son is named William too, and then dies. That was crazy because that's the catalyst that basically, I have a feeling that we're going to see the baby Mulder possibly by the end of this series. Maybe not in the next episode, but maybe in the finale. It just seems like they're building up to that. And if not now, it kind of seems like the show might continue in some other capacity, whether it's in a movie or not. It's really starting to look like there is more that's going to happen than other than these 6 episodes. So, the monster never gets caught. That's another thing. Like when I said that they didn't really have an effect in the story, this thing kills the people it wants to kill and then moves, disappears, or maybe it's going to keep killing. Who knows? So let's get on to like other things. It was written and directed by Glenn Morgan, the other partner of James Wong, who also directed an episode. He directed the 2nd episode, the Founders Mutation episode. He did that one. It was really, again, great to see Sheila Larkin back, even though she was just, confined to a hospital bed. That was really great. Another good one is Alessandro Giuliani from Battlestar Galactica. Had a really quick role at the beginning. Somehow it says that Annabeth Gish on IMDb was in this as an uncredited for Agent Reyes, but I did not see that unless there's some kind of sneaky scene they threw at the end of the credits that I did not see. Another little Easter egg at the very beginning. There's a billboard where the garbage truck comes, and you see the Lariat billboard. That's a callback to the rental company that Mulder and Scully have always used to get cars. Mulder was actually really funny in this episode, especially when he was dealing with the two civil servants, basically, comparing the way they're talking as if they're married. There was a nice one-breath callback where they flashed back to Mulder watching over Scully in a coma. They had a few of those callbacks that just kept happening. I would list all of them, but it's a little, redundant. I did like how Scully asked him, what do you do, how do you invent this way to bring people back just by wishing it? And Mulder said he did when she was in the hospital, and she calls him a dark wizard. You're a dark wizard, Mulder. That was pretty cool. There was also great use of the song Downtown by Petula Clark during that crazy scene where the housewife that says she's helping out the homeless gets taken out. It was a nice thing that they actually did. They used to use music a lot in these crazy scenes on the show, so that was pretty interesting. There was another little back in the day when Scully's like, back in the day, Mulder, I used to go up and downstairs in 3-inch heels, and Mulder's like, back in the day? Scully, back in the day is now. So in the end, at the end of the episode, they're by the water, and she's talking about how she'll be there when Mulder gets all his answers, but no one will ever be able to answer hers. And just to kind of, how she says, I want to believe at the end. I want to believe too. At least this show will steer back towards where they were in the first 3 episodes. It wasn't a bad episode, it just didn't hit like the other ones did, and that's okay. It just seems like a waste of an episode when, it just felt like wasn't as cohesive as the other ones were. So, I have yet to watch the 5th episode, Babylon, because I'm trying to watch these, so I'll watch that tonight when I get home, and I might try to crank out another video today, but otherwise I might wait till the morning to watch it so I can do a fresh video where it's all fresh in my mind, and I've got all the time in the world. I finally got a day off, so that'll be nice to concentrate on some of these videos. Otherwise, again, if you watch this, like and subscribe to my channel, Smirking Gun, please. And I will be making more and more videos, hopefully in the very near future, about all sorts of things. I'm thinking about doing a Better Call Saul Season 2 premiere one. Other than that, we'll be doing more Walking Deads and game broadcasts. So thank you very much for checking me out, and I will see you again soon.